We're going to begin with nothing in particular. You're just going to walk the hands out into different positions, facing different ways, up onto your fingertips, fists, backs of the hands. Just trying to feel what the wrists are feeling like this day. If there's anywhere particular sensitive, like my right wrist here, I just kind of fuck with that and roll around with it for a little bit. Otherwise, just keep placing the hands around in different bits. Maybe take a minute here, 30 seconds. It depends on how the wrists are feeling that day. So first stretch here. We want to externally rotate through the shoulders and face the fingertips towards us. From here, we want to round the shoulders, round the spine, tuck the chin lightly towards the chest, press the fingertips firmly in towards the ground, then lean back as far as we can. The heel of the hand doesn't necessarily have to stay to the ground, but it stays pressed towards the ground, and it should be the sensation that the forearms may possibly tear in half at any given second. Stay here again, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, depending how it's feeling. I like to sit in that one for a while. Then you want to bring the shoulder weight forwards. Keep the shoulder weight above the wrist. Don't let yourself drop backwards. Bend into the elbows and remove the heel of the hand from the ground. And think about trying to get your elbows towards the ground. You get nasty one on those flexors. You can lightly press your fingertips in towards the ground here, but only lightly. Otherwise, you'll be getting too much through the hands and not enough through the forearms. Then one more, this is by far the worst too. Shift your weight backwards a little bit. Try to keep the shoulder weight forwards, however. Come right up onto your fingertips. Release the pinky finger from the ground and think about trying to touch your elbows to the ground. It's disgusting. And again, I don't know, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, sit in it for a bit. Make fists, roll around on them for a bit to recover, then fingertips towards you, backs of the hands down, same. Try straighten the arms. If the arm's straight, turn the eye of the elbow forwards. If it goes forwards, lean backwards. Here, push the backs of the hands in towards the ground, but keep most of the weight in the knees. Want to keep that round of the spine, round of the shoulders. All of these, I don't hold for a specific amount of time. It depends on the day and how sensitive they're feeling. So then from there, bend into the elbows, roll your hands around. Then you're going to press the heels of your hands in towards the ground and come into kind of like just rocking between planche lean, or better said, planche less planche. So I'm trying to actively extend through the wrist the whole time here. So pulling the backs of the hands towards the forearms. Naturally, the weight's going to shift towards the front of the hand, but I want to try to keep the weight in the heel of the hand for that one. Maybe 10, 20 rocks, then just hold for 10 seconds in that forwards position, keeping the round of the shoulders. It should be fairly gross. Come to your knees, interlace your fingers, push the heels of the palms firmly together, roll out the wrists. Maybe 10 rotations, then change directions, do another 10, maybe 20 in your bad direction. Always better to do that other side a bit more. Shake out hands, nothing specific here, just give them a bit of a shake. Palms flat again, same position, index fingers facing forwards parallel to one another. Lock the elbows around the shoulders. Now this time I'm doing the planche leans, but if you watch the heel of the hand, as I can't come any further forwards, I release the heel of the hand, pressing the weight in towards my pads and my fingertips to get me further forwards. Trying to keep the weight in the pads and the fingertips, dig the fingertips in and use that to drive my shoulder weight back above the wrists. Don't need to go behind the wrists. And yeah, maybe 10 reps for this one. This one here, especially if you're starting to learn to press and planche, spend more time on. Again, the last one, maybe hold for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, really trying to keep the heel of the hand away, keep arms straight, round in the shoulders, weight through the pads and the fingertips. Take the hands away, interlace the fingers, roll out the wrists again, but this time dig your fingertips in towards the backs of the hands rather than firmly pressing the heels of the hands together. Change directions after 10 or so, and give the hands a shake. That's pretty much a standard wrist stretch that I do before every session.